Hey y'all, welcome back to Brandy's Decor and More. For today's video, I will be doing another DIY. I'm trying to get all these DIYs in before Thanksgiving. So like I have mentioned before, I can go ahead and move on into my Christmas DIYs. So I'm a little bit late to the game on this. I'm trying to get this stuff in so that y'all can have a chance to see it, and hopefully you can still do any of these DIYs if that's something that you want to do as well. I know that some of these products are probably leaving the stores because I know all the Christmas is coming in, but I just wanted to go ahead and show it to you. That way, you know, if you may be interested. So I picked up several of these. I had hauled these pumpkin wreath forms, and I am going to make a centerpiece with them. So I'm going to take the two that I have here, and I'm going to spray paint them white, and then I'll show you how I put this centerpiece together. So let's go ahead and get started with this project. All right, so as you see from the footage, I have them all spray painted. I chose white, but you could paint them, you know, whatever color you may desire. I'm sure that, you know, it'd be pretty like copper or left black or, you know, orange or whatever color, you know, but I chose to do white. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to sit this on my coffee table. So at the very end, I'll show you what that will look like. So I have both of these painted, and I need to make a base for this because I'm going to turn them like this, and I'm going to zip tie them. But like this, you know, it could easily just fall over. So I am going to make a base, and let me show you the materials that I will be using for that. All right, so for our base, I will be using, and I went ahead and emptied this out. I did have to go into another one and get, I think, 6 pieces. There are 36. It is the Tumbling Tower game. And so I needed a total of, I think it was 42 pieces. So I have them down here in my bowl here. And I am going to, like I said, create a base so the pumpkins can stand up on the base, and then we're going to fill the pumpkin with other pumpkins, and I'll show you how I did that. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go ahead and get ready to glue all my blocks together, and I'm going to stain it, and I'll show you how I'm going to be doing that as well. All right, so I have all my blocks laid out here, as you see, and I did put them in 3s. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to glue them by 3s here. And once I get all of these glued together, then I will go ahead and assemble it to get, you know, fully. So there's my 3 there. Sorry, y'all, am I out of frame? I sure am. I'm sorry about that. I'm having to, I have my phone on my tripod here, and it's up against the back of the couch, so I only have so much room to work with. But there's the 3 there. So I am going to go ahead and get all these glued. And then once they are all glued, then like I said, I'll assemble it to make one whole piece. So let me go ahead and get started with that so you don't have to sit through this whole thing, and then we'll continue on. All right, so now I have them all completed. So we're gonna go ahead and get this assembled. So I'm gonna do this type of pattern. You can do whichever way you want. You know, you could have them all going across like this, you know. This would be vertically, or you can have them all horizontally. I am going to do, I'm gonna start with doing vertically, and then I'm gonna turn these and I'm gonna do these horizontally. And there's gonna be a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 14 pieces, or 14 sets of 3. And so, like I said, I'm gonna turn and do vertically, horizontally, and then that's the pattern that I'm going to do. All right, so let me go ahead and bring you on down, and then that way you can see, you know, up close what this is going to look like, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the staining process. All right, so this gives you an idea here of the pattern that I chose. Again, I did vertically, horizontally, and as you see. And then when I started down here, I went in the other direction and went horizontally, vertically, so on and so forth. So now you have an idea, and then I will glue all this together. It's just sitting here. So I'll get this all glued together, and then I'll go ahead and show you about getting it stained and how I'm going to stain it. All right, y'all, so I have this all completed now. It's all glued together, as you see. And you could leave it just the natural color, but I have decided though that I am going to stain mine. I think that it would look better against the white, but I am going to go ahead and stain it. So the way that I am going to do that, I'm gonna see some glue that's kind of still seeping through there. I am going to be using, this is the color Burnt Umber. So I will be using this. It's a really dark brown. And I do have some water already in my palette here. And then I have a paintbrush. So I am going to go ahead and take me some paint here. And I'm going to water it down. That way it's not just an acrylic paint. It's like a watered down to look like a stain. So I'm going to just go ahead here, and I'm going to take some of my paint and put it in a separate little section here, and I'm going to get some water and mix it together, and then I am going to brush it on here, and it will give the effect of a stain. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the staining process. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you, I'll put it up to the camera so you can see it. All right, so it looks like that. See how it looks like a good stain there? So I'm gonna go ahead and do this whole, the top here. And this should dry fairly quick. It looks like it's already trying to dry as it is now. And I'm trying not to get too heavy-handed. I'm trying to have the brush to move it around really good before it starts drying good. And then I also will do underneath and the sides as well. Let me go ahead and get this all like stained, and then we'll go ahead and move on, and I'll show you the rest of this project. Okay, so now this is completely stained, as you see. And I like the way that it turned out. It is still a little bit damp. All right, so we have this nicely stained. And I like the way that it turned out. Like I said, you could use just a regular stain, but it was easier for me just to grab my acrylic paint, water it down, and it dried like instantly. So now I'm going to take my pumpkins here, and first off, I've decided that I'm going to attach them to the side of the base, and I am going to attach it with a staple gun. So I'm going to do that, and then once I have that done, then I will zip tie the pumpkins together, and then I have some other pumpkins over here as well that I'm going to add in. So let me go ahead and get this stapled real quick, and then I'll show you how that looks once I get that fully assembled with the pumpkin on its base. All right, y'all, so this thing was giving me fits, but I figured it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and mention this now. So as you see, I went ahead and I zip tied the tops of these together, and then I just took the bottom and I just, then opened it up and put it around the bottom part of the base here. It was giving me fits and I was having a hard time with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my zip ties, and then I'm going to secure the bottom part of the pumpkin on. So I'm going to try to see, like I said, to put this floor wire here at the bottom and see if I can't secure it good. Hopefully this will work, because like I said, I was having an issue with using the staple gun. So that was a bit of a challenge. All right, y'all, so I finally have it completed, and as you see, I did zip tied on each end, and then I did add the floor wire down in the bottom, but that's going to be covered up. I'm not going to worry about that, but I do like the way that it turned out, and I think it is so stinking cute. So I have these pumpkins over here. I'm going to go ahead and grab these pumpkins, and let me get this glue gun out of the way. I had hauled these pumpkins. I love the way that they look. They have that satiny finish to them. I have the pink one. I have a silverish gray one. I have a blue. They're so pretty. And then I have a green one. So I thought that, luckily with these, I could just push them right on through. And see, they can just sit right in there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and push them on in here. Since I have two of this one, and then I have two of the pink, so I'll go ahead and slide these in as well. And I think this is just a pretty little centerpiece. And then here's the blue one. And then you can, sit them however you want to. They are kind of falling down. And you have different types of pumpkins, or you can put something else in there. So let me bring this up so you can see it. I just love the way that it looks. And I'll give you a better view of it. I'll put it on my coffee table so you can see what that looks like. I did have a problem a little bit there with the base, but I pushed through, and I'm sure there's another way you could probably attach it to the base, and y'all probably would think of other things, and I'll be like, oh, didn't even think about that. But I tried to use the staple gun. It wasn't working for me. It just wasn't going through properly. So then I was like, well, maybe I can attach it with a floor wire. And I do have it covered up, so you can't even see the floor wire. You can see the zip ties. I'm sure there's got to be a way to cover that up. I'm okay with it. I can deal with it. But I love the way this project turned out. I was so excited for this. Let me kind of turn it to the side here. See how it's dimensional? I just love it. And I love the way that it turned out, and it came out exactly like I thought it would. So like I said, I'll show you exactly what it looks like on my coffee table. All right, y'all, so here I have it on my coffee table, and I love the way that it looks. I'm trying to get a couple of different angles here so you can see what it looks like. That's it from the side. And then here it is from the front. And let me get down here a little bit further. And you can see a little bit there of the base. And I just put it on this piece that I keep my bowl on top of. And I'm so happy with the way that it turned out. And I'm gonna go ahead and end here, y'all. I hope that you have enjoyed these few DIYs. And like I said, I'm trying to get these in before Thanksgiving gets here. So that way I can go ahead and move on. I do have other DIYs for Christmas that I have in mind that I want to share with y'all. And so I believe I have one more DIY that I'm going to see about getting in. And then that will complete all my fall DIYs. I'm behind on the game, y'all. They keep moving everywhere. I'm behind because of the fact, like I said before, that I was sick with COVID. And that was about mid-October. And so, you know, I had planned to move forward a little bit more quickly, but that just didn't happen. And then also I have my Thanksgiving home tour as well that would be coming y'all's way. So just be on the lookout for those few things. And I hope that you like this video. If you are visiting for the first time, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Go back and look at some of my other DIYs. I do home tours and I also do shopping hauls. So I would love for you to join me here. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, as well as if you are interested and want to be notified when I have a new upload, hit that little bell button. And as always, y'all, thanks for watching. Bye.